Celebrity Style Inspiration.
Hi CSIers, this is the Manila Times CSI, Celebrity Style Inspiration. Our entertainment and lifestyle pages come to life across the Manila Times digital platforms. Ako po si Tessa Mauricio Ariola, and I speak on behalf of the team when I say that this, our third season, has been filled with so much positivity, not only from our features and our guests, but most of all, from all your kind words online and super likes. Thank you very much for inspiring us, so expect this episode to be another exciting dose of CSI. Let's get started right now.
CSI Celebrity Style Inspiration.
First off, let's take a look at this week's winners and downers. Winningly, we saw more of our favorite artistas continuing to take part in relief operations for those affected by Typhoon Ulysses. Areas like Marikina and Cagayan are sadly still working on a full recovery. Online, nakita natin sina Daniel Padilla, Ivana Alawi, Yeng Constantino, Rufa Gutierrez, Sara Labati, and Ruru Madrid personally packing their donations as well as distributing these relief goods to our kababayan. Just like we said in last week's episode, maraming salamat sa kabutihan ninyo at mabuhay po kayo. Not too long ago in Season 2, Ultimate Hunk Derek Ramsey told CSI that it shouldn't be long until he and gorgeous girlfriend Andrea Torres tie the knot right in a Zoom interview from his new family home. He called her the one just as she did. So to learn over the last week they have broken up is indeed a huge downer. Fans have been very vocal on their opinion about the breakup over social media, and on one occasion, Derek was forced to reply to an Instagram user who blamed Andrea for the end of their one-year relationship. Please don't point the finger at anyone. There is nothing wrong with Andrea. She is a great woman, Derek said, then emphasized there is no third party. He continued, the breakup happened so fast. Maybe two people are just not meant to be. Please respect us na lang. Derek ended his post by saying he will always love and defend Andrea. Meanwhile, Andrea personally confirmed the breakup on GMA Network's 24 Oras and said she has only well wishes for Derek and his family. She added, I'd rather keep the details private as I want to give the breakup the same amount of respect that I had for the relationship. I think you all know how much it meant to me. A downright downer talaga. But as always, we end with a winner. Let's all hail K-pop superstars BTS again and again following the release of their newest album on Friday titled B. The album has 8 explosive songs, including their first English single Dynamite, earlier released in August, and by now is already considered a historic hit. Another album track is called Life Goes On, meant to deliver a message of healing amid the pandemic and other challenges of the year. Huge congratulations to BTS. And that's it for this week's Winners and Downers. We'll be right back with our certified CSI report. Let's begin with our certified CSI reports with Isa Iglesias. Hi, Isa Pai!
Hi, Miss T! Hi, CSIers!
Glowing ka ngayon, and glowing din ba ang report mo? What do you have for us this week, Isa Pai?
Miss T, ang CSI report ko po for this week ay Certified Hands-On Mom.
Let's hear it!
Family always comes first for Kapuso primetime queen Marian Rivera. This year, 3 pelikula at isang teleserye sana ang nakaplano para kay Marian. But dahil nga sa pandemic, minabuti niyang ipostpone ang karamihan sa mga projects niya. Isa sa kanyang na-turn down ay ang drama romance series na First Yaya, kapartner si Gabby Concepcion. Ngayon na napangalanan na si Sanya Lopez ang papalit sa kanya, ano nga ba ang naging reaksyon niya dito? Let's hear it straight from Marian herself.
another area naman ng career mo, no? Napabalita, maybe September this year na nag-back out ka sa first yaya. So, para lang malinaw para sa lahat, ano yung pinaka-reason mo bakit ka nag-back out? And ngayong napangalanan na yung bagong first yaya na gaganap, si Sanya Lopez. Ano yung gusto mong ma-share sa kanya? Or ano yung naging reaction mo nung malaman mo na siya yung...
Actually, nakapag-taping na ako ng first yaya. At sobrang happy ako dun sa kwento ng first yaya kasi ang pagkakaalam ko hinubog talaga yung kwento na yun na para sa akin. Pero syempre, bilang sa hindi inaasahang nangyari, may pandemya tayo, siguro kahit sino namang nanay, iisipin muna yung kaligtasan niya para sa kaligtasan ng mga anak niya. Especially kasi sa taping kasi ng first yaya, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, mga ilang araw ba? Parang 15 days na walang uwian, tapos mag-rest for 2 days, tapos babalik. Sabi ko, paano ko gagawin yun? Kahit mag-pump ako at ibigay ko yung milk ko, baka pagdating sa anak ko, panis na. Diba? So, isa yun sa mga dahilan, kailangan maging ligtas ako. At paano ako magiging panatag kung ang utak ko nasa bahay, kung anong ginagawa ng mga anak ko, lalo na si Sixto, maliit, kailangan ako. So, ang hirap para sa akin. Tapos uuwi ako from taping. Paano ako makakasiguro na wala ang nangyari sa akin? Tapos uuwi ako diretso sa bahay. Diba? So, yun palang medyo naalangan na ako. Sabi ko, naku, hindi talaga. Tapos after nyan, syempre, very close naman kami ni Direk L.A., ang director ng First Yaya. Nagsabi ako sa kanya na, Direk, parang alangan yata ako sa gustong mangyari na nakalock-in kayo ng ilang days tapos uuwi. Sabi ko, parang hindi ko kakayanin. Hanggang sa kinausap ko yung management ko, AAA na, ating, paano ba yung gagawin natin? Kasi nahirapan ako na ganito. Although, ang GMA, kaya laking pasasalamat ko din sa GMA kasi nagtanong talaga yung GMA, okay ba si Marian? Okay ba kay Marian ito? Ganito yung gagawin niya, ganto-ganto. Talagang very honest naman akong tao, straight to the point ako at hindi ako magpapaligo na direct to the point na sinabi ko talaga na hindi ko po kaya. Siguro po, pagkatapos na lang ng pandemya, baka maka-adjust na, may gamot na, o mas safe na para sa lahat, dun ako babalik para magtrabaho. At ang sagot ng GMA ay kainti-intindi naman yung sagot ko at naiintindihan nila kung saan ako nang gagaling. Hindi bilang artista nga bilang nanay. Kaya very thankful ako dahil sobra sabi ko nga dati, nabuntis ako, nanganak ako, ngayon naman nag-back out ako. Lahat ng dahilan ko tinanggap ng GMA kaya very thankful ako sa GMA na ganun kalawak yung pag-intindi at pagmamahal nila sa akin. And then, ako okay naman ako. Kahit sinong pumalit sa akin sa first yaya ay okay ako. Walang problema sa akin dahil ako naman ang umayaw. At alam mo yon, nagpapasalamat nga ako kung sino man o si Sanya nakatanggap ng first yaya na ro. Nagpapasalamat ako dahil at least magagawa yung first yaya dahil napakaganda ng kwento ng first yaya.
Wondering what to put on your watch list next? Here's our Manila Times pop culture columnist and reviewer, Karen Kunowicz, for her suggestion.
Hello everybody, this is Karen, you're watching CSI, and this is Watch List. So I'm going to talk about The Crown Season 4. Yes, it's just come out and everybody's talking about it. The main thing for me here is the performances. When I'm watching it, I'm like, who is the MVP in the cast? I mean, it's got such an amazing cast. Oscar winner Olivia Colman plays the Queen. And definitely she's so good. But my gosh, Tobias Menzies, who I last saw in Game of Thrones, he is so good as Prince Philip. And my personal favorite, Helena Bonham Carter. She is also heartbreaking and amazing as Princess Margaret. And there's newcomer Josh O'Connor who's really just killing it as Prince Charles. I really hope we get to see him in so many more movies and TV shows. I think he's amazing. And I don't know, maybe the most outstanding performance in my opinion might go to Gillian Anderson, who we all love as Scully from X-Files. She's playing the Iron Lady Margaret Thatcher. When you watch The Crown, I wouldn't look for the actual lives or the real lives of everyone. I look at all these people as characters in a story. And again, it's a compelling story. I have to say, apart from The Iron Lady, season 4 also features Lady Diana. So that's The Crown, and if you haven't seen season 4, feel free to enjoy seasons 1, 2, and 3. Also, you can help yourself to a lot of Filipino fare by going to the Film Development Council of the Philippines website, fdcp.ph, and you'll have access to the Pista ng Pelikulang Pilipino, and you'll have access to so many films. The tagline or the title of this year's festival is called Sama All, because they are collecting material from so many of our film festivals, the Metro Manila Film Festival, the To Farm Film Festival, Q Cinema, Cinemalaya, and so many others. And you've got a menu, such a menu to choose from. You've got new independent films. You've also got classics by Ishmael Bernal, Manuel Conde, Kidlat Tahimik, Lino Broca, Marilu Diaz-Abaya, and the recently departed Peke Galiaga. You'll find all that stuff. You'll find documentaries. You'll find a lot of romance, which I think is one of the Filipinos' favorite genres. Regional cinema. You've got it all there. fdcp.ph. And if you want to see Ruby Ruiz's award-winning performance, she won the Best Actress Award at the 2020 Harlem International Film Festival. Her film Iska is also out on Netflix. And this has been Karen, and I will see you next week for Watchlist. Bye! Stay safe.
Her fun social media posts matched with her bubbly personality and truly sweet ways really make the title Millennial It Girl perfect for our lovely guest today. Seeing her online is always such a joy for netizens of all ages, what with her diverse and lovely content on beauty, home, food, fashion, and being a plantita, as well as her happy love life with boyfriend Khalil Ramos. Without a doubt then, there's so much to talk about with T-Zone's special guest. So don't let me keep you waiting any longer and help me welcome Gabi Garcia. Hi, Gabi. Hi.
Hello. Hi, Miss Tessa. Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me and for making time.
No, thank you for making time for us. Just before we started, taping, Gabi did tell us that it's actually her rest day. So, we really are grateful because we know you're busy all week, and rest days are very precious. So we'll try not to keep you too long.
It's okay. It's okay.
The fans have been requested for the longest time that you come on to the CSI.
So happy to be finally here. Finally, after how many tries?
Yeah, I think one time pa nga, I think it was during the press con of your last TV series. I think that was Beautiful Justice.
Yes.
Yeah, the last time we had you on the show and we just tried to catch you, but the personal press conferences, since everything's on digital now, can be very crazy. So we didn't get to actually sit down and have this longer conversation with you.
Yeah.
Before we go on, we started this thing. We actually didn't get to ask Khalil about this, but Khalil came out in our last episode, but we've come up with a little feature, icebreaker type thing that we call LIP, LIP, and it actually stands for latest Instagram post. Okay, so we've pulled up your LIP or your last Instagram post, Gabi, and if you could please tell us about this beautiful throwback flashback, a series of photos that you recently put up on your Instagram account.
So, this photo, actually these photos, it's a series of photos kasi. My manager spent her birthday the other day. It was her birthday, and every time I go out of the country for work, usually it's my manager who accompanies me. So we've really grown into like a super strong relationship, and I'm just so thankful for her. That's why I decided to like make an appreciation / birthday post for her because she deserves it.
And not only, do you celebrate this girl power bond that you have, but also, our love of traveling. Everybody's love of traveling,
Oh my God. Yeah, grabe, siguro that's the biggest factor of the lockdown that I super miss traveling. Luckily, I got to travel pa before lockdown. So I was one of the lucky ones.
Just before, because fortunately you finished the series. It really ended in January, am I correct?
Yes.
So you really had some time to relax naman before GMA was meant to give you your next project. But given that we've already touched on missing traveling and your social media posts, even if we've all been locked down since March because of the pandemic, we've seen that Gabby's been really, really busy in her social media posts. I mean, you've really made such good use of your time decorating your home, vlogging, of course, bringing your family's music school online, organized fundraisers for the frontliners, and you've even become a very young plantita yourself. Was it a conscious effort, Gabby, to be very, very productive during the stricter lockdowns all the more, or is Gabby really just a beautiful busy bee?
Well, I'm the type of person who's like a bit of a workaholic. Like, I love being productive. I love doing stuff on my own. And I feel like if I just bum out all day, I feel like I'm not productive and I feel like I'm pabigat. So I just like doing new things, trying out new things. I like exploring. That's why during the lockdown, even though we're here in our homes lang, I made sure that I would like try something new or maybe do something on a routine basis.
Of course, it's been quite a while since the last strict lockdowns, but I'm just wondering if Gabby at all, in the very beginning, since you're such a busy bee and you really are a workaholic, as you said you are, did you kind of experience a little bit of, I don't want to call it depression, because sometimes if you say depression, it means such a heavy thing for people, but like many other millennials your age, who's the whole thing shocked the system.
Yes,
did you feel a bit down? If you can just that for us.
I wouldn't call it depression, definitely, because I have so much respect and care for people who are really going through depression, so I can't call it depression. So maybe I was just a bit anxious and I was a bit frustrated and at the same time scared. All of us were scared, and the lockdown shocked me so much because I'm an extrovert. I love meeting people. I love going out. I spend most of my time outside of the house. That's my way of relaxing, seeing people, seeing friends, and just like taking my family out. So when the lockdown was announced, I was so like in shock. Then I didn't know what I should be doing for the next 2 months. So it was kind of an adjustment for me, but really I have nothing to complain about because I'm blessed. And I shouldn't be really complaining about anything. It's just really like an adjustment period for me.
You're right to say that in the beginning we were all just thinking that it's the next 2 months that are going to be difficult, but
yes.
Now we're like 8 months and 9 months into it. It's crazy, but then good things do happen to good people, and I think one of those good things that happened to you, although it's not directly related to your career, it's a more personal thing, is when of course your boyfriend Khalil Ramos joined you on GMA Network. I think that was like midway through this whole pandemic. We had him on the show. He really did tell us that you really gave him all the space that he needed, and you never really sort of pushed the issue to him. I mean, you gave him like the pros and cons of moving to GMA and all of that, which is such a great thing for a girlfriend to do. But how did you finally feel when he made the decision to transfer to the Kapuso network?
Well, he was asking me like random stuff already, like how are the people in GMA, who are my friends in GMA, like stuff like that. And I felt like, well, maybe he's kind of thinking about really transferring. So I just really laid down all the pros and cons for him. Of course, I didn't want to meddle with his decision. This is like a life decision, and I really don't want to meddle with that because he has his own mind, he has his own, thoughts and priorities. I don't want to mess with that. The important thing is I'm here to support him. And if ever, he needs company in this new network, I'm here to guide him and to support him. But nonetheless, I'm so, so happy for him. And I'm so also grateful for the network that they welcomed him with open arms.
Were you was there a welcoming committee at that time, or were you there when, I know that he went personally to the network to sign the contracts, but we didn't really see you in the pictures that were released.
Yeah.
But were you there?
Well, I didn't really wanna, be there at like the contract signing because I want to give him his own time, his own spotlight, because that's his time. I don't want to be, on the side and then be like, Gabby was there, and I don't want my name to be there in the write-ups when he transferred. So, instead we just celebrated. After that, we went out for dinner, and that was just it, celebratory dinner.
Well, you are a thoughtful girlfriend, didn't want to steal his thunder then, but of course, people, and especially your fans, his fans from his other network and your fans here, I'm sure they're all excited to actually see you both in one network. Although in the past, I think you've done one project together. Am I correct?
Yes, that's true. But you know what? In the past, we really made it clear that we didn't want to work with each other because number one, I feel like parang we don't want our relationship to be super showbiz, we don't want to be super duper duper out that time. But then, as years go by, when we were going 3 years na, we talk to each other, and you know what? I feel like working together is okay as long as we know the boundaries and we are secured and we know what to keep to ourselves and we know what to post on public. We agreed that if the project is worth it, if the story is worth it, then we're gonna work on it.
You guys really do sound like such a mature couple. I did say this a little. Kasi, di ba, I mean, you made sure muna na solid yung foundation nyo before you decided to work together. Pero, I think people kind of got that you were hesitant to appear on projects together and, obviously work on your foundation. Pero, nasabi nyo yun in a way because sabi nyo ayaw nyong matawag na love team, di ba?
Okay.
Kasi may love team eh. Pero now that you're both in the same network and I hear, GMA has granted wishes to see the both of you together. Are you ready to be called a love team?
Oh my gosh, you know what? Until now, I keep on thinking that, is it really Gablil? Oh my God. I didn't want to have a name actually for the team up because I want to be recognized individually. Khalil is a really, really good actor and I feel like he deserves the limelight, the spotlight as a good actor and not as Gablil. So I feel like we can work together, but really as a solid love team, I feel like he should fly more on his own. Because we have, we both have different paths also. But, we can work together, but not as a super solid love team na lahat ng projects we have to work together. Because if not, the fans or whatsoever. So I just really want to make sure that we're a couple, yes, we can work together, but we're not exclusive to work together.
I guess parang give and take muna. Parang ngayon it's really new that you're under the same roof, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Network wise. So, let's give that little Gabriel to the fans. And after that, parang after that, you guys of course will continue to forge your own careers and your own paths, which is
that's true.
great about the two of you, no? Parang you really know who each one is, yourself and your partner, no? But still, syempre excited talaga kami sa Gabriel.
I know. Me too. I'm excited to
Kilig kami. So,
awesome.
if you could just give us a bit of a teaser of what GMA Network has given the both of you, the one project na pinagkakahintay ng maraming tao. Ano yung story nito? What kind of a project is it? And when does it all happen?
Okay, so it's called Love You Stranger. It's under GMA Public Affairs. And we're both so excited to do this project because the moment they presented us the deck, we fell in love with concept and the characters and everything about this project. I'm not sure if I can share the or give a gist already for the project, but we will start working on it next year. We will be locked in, I think, around January or February. I'm not yet sure, but yes, just to give you a glimpse, it's really close to our hearts, the roles. So yeah, I think that's just really the itsy bitsy part that I could give out.
Well, we are excited to know more about it, but we really don't have a choice but to wait till next year, and that's really just around the corner, no? But
Yes.
I think nowadays what you can do, what you do for GMA is to be part of the Sunday noontime program. How does it
Yes.
go? Yeah.
Um,
How are you? Were you anxious nung una bumalik? Kasi hindi pa nga tapos yung problema.
Yeah.
And how do you feel being one of the few people, on Earth, let's say Earth na nakakapagbigay ng kasiyahan, no? At this time when people might really be down, diba? A lot of people are down.
At first, I feel like all of us were scared to go back to work. I mean, just being out there was scary. And for you to be, performing in the midst of pandemic, it was at first really scary. And at the same time, I felt like it was a big responsibility as well to really do our jobs well. Because, you don't know that you might cheer up a person or you might give this person inspiration through our jobs. So it's really a big opportunity for us artists to be able to bring that happiness in each one's homes. So yes, I'm so blessed that I have work, and I'm so blessed that I could give happiness to other people who are watching.
I know the fans, di ba? Of course, sila kasi naingit sila when there weren't any new episodes of whether the noontime show or the teleseries, and slowly they're all coming back. And I really, really think we all know that the power of entertainment, all the more ngayon natin nararamdaman, di ba? But then, I think ito lang yung hindi ko alam about you, much, because I've been following your career since you started, but I had no idea that your family had a music school. So hindi ka lang pala in showbiz, but you never know, you might be training the next big singer of Philippine show business, huh? But tell us about that, because you brought your online school. It's called Tempo. Is that correct? Tempo Primo? Yeah,
Yes.
Nice name. Great name. Tempo Primo. You brought it online. Like, obviously, yung school sa araw-araw ngayon, pati yung music school ninyo is online. Tell us about that. How long has your family been running this? And, how was it sort of adapting to doing all of these lessons digitally?
So actually, it was my sister and I's school. So my sister graduated from St. School, Bachelor of Music and Music Education, major in percussion. So me also, I love music. So we decided na why not put up a music school? I mean, kesa my sister would teach in another school, why don't we put up her own? And, I'll help her, I'll invest in it. And then, we decided to do that this 2020. And then surprisingly and shockingly, we opened last March. First week of March, actually. So the next week...
Digital all this time kasi pandemic? Or nakastart kayo ng physical classes?
No, not actually. So we just opened the first week of March, and then the next week, lockdown na. So we had to close the physical school. So after like 2 months or a month, we decided na why don't we bring the classes on Zoom, online? Since, parents are looking for activities for their kids, something to be busy with. So sabi ko, I feel like Tempo Primo will be perfect online also during this time. So my sister and I decided to make this program online in where kids can enroll and with the supervision of their parents. So everything, violin, voice, guitar, drums, piano, they're all online now. We also have students from overseas, abroad. So I feel like it's like a silver lining for this pandemic for us, also for our business, because though we closed the physical school for the meantime, we gained students pa abroad through online classes. So we're just really so blessed, and we're lucky technology is here. I mean, it's a big thing. And yeah, slowly it's okay naman. It's doing really good. It's pretty well naman, the school.
So
And
what does Teacher Gabby teach there? What does Teacher Gabby handle?
oh my
with
god,
the
I am
classes?
I
Or-
can't I'm not
So,
a teacher.
are you just in the management side for this one?
Yes, I'm just on the
Okay.
management side and the investor side. But then my sister teaches drums, and then we hired teachers also from her block, from her school. So they're all music graduates. They all have a bachelor degree. So really talaga aral the teacher, so we can give proper education to our students.
Imagine that you grew your green thumb over the pandemic. Now you're a businesswoman as well, and of course you're continuing the vlogging, and of course tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang pag-aartista mo, more so pagdating ng 2021, no? But Gabby, outside of all of these different facets of your life, when we switch this spotlight off, who is Gabby Garcia? Is she you see what you get, talagang you're a very very hindi simple person, in the sense that you just say what it is that you want to say, diba? And even the way you carry yourself, refreshing. Yun ba talaga si Gabby? And wala bang ibang side of Gabby na hindi namin alam?
Well, you know what? I'm a very transparent person. So I really try to be real as much as possible, and as much as possible, I try to, not put on filters whenever I appear on screen or off screen. So yeah, I'm just really I'm a what you see what you get kind of person. So and I'm a normal daughter. I do chores. I get scolded at times. I'm just a really normal daughter and normal sister, actually. And people have this fantasy of an artista na pag artista doon niya, pag artista gets whatever she wants, or gets super madali ang buhay and stuff like that. But I'm just like any other girl who gets scolded and minsan nagtatampo sa parents. It's just like, it's really normal. Very, very normal. And
Because of course, when we see you, Gabby, parang even today is your rest day, and even if your hair is just probably up in a bun, there isn't a hair out of place. I mean, you're so well put together. Talaga bang ganon si Gabby? Like when we go inside your bedroom, everything have its own little pretty space, or are you kind of like some of us na medyo may days na
Oh, yeah.
as organized as usual?
Well, I have my good and my bad days. I try to be organized as much as possible. Yeah, I really, kasi here in our house, it's just the four of us, my family, and we don't have any house help. So we clean our own spaces. We fix our own stuff. So nasa sa'yo yan. If you don't clean your room, then you sleep in a dirty room. It's just like really like that. So yeah, it's just really me trying to put my life together on my own.
It's so nice to know how well grounded you are. But I know at a certain point in your career, hindi lang Philippine lang possibility. I remember that you had commercials done at least in the ASEAN region, and I think there was a shot at actually becoming a model outside the Philippines. If I recall correctly. Why did you choose to remain an actress and a celebrity in GMA network in the Philippines, and not pursue that really, for us, diba, napaka-glamorous na path, if you had really stepped into the international commercial modeling or even the fashion scene?
Well, I enjoy being an actress in GMA. I love what I'm doing, and as long as the opportunities are there, I'll stay in GMA forever. And the international modeling part, actually that project was pitched from GMA. So I owe it to them, and I'm just so thankful that they're there taking care of me.
One of the platforms that you get to show us good side of the millennials who are thinking, who are researching, and who are thinking of other people's feelings as well, is IRL. No? It's a talk show, of course, that you host. And how is it doing now? I know this sort of happened during the pandemic. Am I correct? The show began during the pandemic.
IRL talks about, it's a reality, youth-oriented reality show. So it talks about social issues, relevant issues, and from the social issues to the lifestyle, to the music, to the adventure stuff. So it's an all-around reality show for Gen Zs and millennials.
But on the more serious topics there, because you say current affairs then is discussed and all that, who has a hand in choosing the topics? And anong mga topics, if you have a list that you'd like to tell your producers, kasi bago pa lang naman yung programa, anong mga gusto mong i-discuss, Gabby?
Mga gusto kong i-discuss. Well, I'm really lucky kasi the team IRL is really collaborative. They really sit down with me on Zoom. They really sit down with me on Zoom and try to discuss our future topics or their list of what they want to talk about. And I get to air out my sentiments. I get to air out my opinions as well for the episode. So actually, our pilot episode is really good for me. I mean, the topics that we discussed in our pilot episode, I really can't, say anything about it first kasi mag-air pa lang. Oo, pero it's really well thought of. And if I would have, a choice again on what topics we can discuss, it's more of really i-share namin yung sentiments and, opinions and where the millennials and Gen Zs are coming from. Because, a lot of Gen Zs and millennials are really smart. And a lot we can all learn from each other, especially in our generation. So, yeah.
With GMA Current Affairs multi-awarded behind this show, I'm sure it's going to be very, very interesting. No? But just maybe personally, ano yung advocacy mo right now? What are you most passionate about?
Right now, what am I most passionate about? Siguro it's really social media now because I've been really reading and I've also been a victim of social media. I think all of us naman, we all have our own fair shares of, bad moments on social media. So as of the moment, I feel like we should really learn how to use social media wisely.
That's true, no? And of course, having your vlog and being one of the role models of the youth, I really do hope that you'll be able to make a difference in that, and I'm sure you will. So as a final question, Gabby, bilang millennial it girl, what is the message you want to give your fellow millennials, especially those who are struggling with the pandemic right now, not being able to go out like you, not being able to go to school, not being able to physically meet their friends and so on? What message does Gabby Garcia have for her peers?
For my peers, I hope you guys are thinking of other people as well. If you're sad that you can't go out, let's think of other people and let's try to help each other. In this world, in this country, we should all help each other grow. We should all help each other, be successful. And I feel like this is not the time to pull each other down. Instead, let's all try to help each other rise up from everything that's been going on.
Very well said. And if you could please invite the viewers of the Manila Times CSI to catch you on the shows that you are going to be appearing in for the rest of the year. And of course, in 2021, you have the microphone, Gabby. Kalil na naman ako. Hindi ko talaga. And syempre kilig lang kasi kami. So anyway, Gabby, where can we see you in the next few months and of course in 2021?
Yes, actually, it's ongoing now, All Out Sundays. That's every Sunday, of course, at 12 noon. And IRL, this is airing on GMA News TV. I'm super proud of this show. I hope you guys enjoy this show because we are going to be talking about a lot of topics, social issues, relevant issues, love life, music, anything really. We can really literally talk about anything on this show. And of course, next year, Love You Stranger. I'll be with Khalil Ramos us for this show. It's actually a mini-series brought to you by GMA Public Affairs. We're really, really excited for this one. This project is close to our heart, so I hope you guys watch out for it next year, 2021.
We definitely will. So Gabby Garcia, of course, a millennial that showbiz can truly be proud of. Thank you for sharing your time with us today. And we hope that come 2021, maybe, no, because back-to-back kayo ni Khalil for the T-Zone here on the Manila Times CSI. Baka sa 2021, maka-request naman ako na together naman po sila sa interview.
For sure. We both loved all the questions when you guys sent in your questions. And also when I asked Khalil about his interview, we both loved all the questions. So thank you so much for this really insightful interview.
Thank you. We loved having you, and you are truly, somebody to look up to for our youth. Kasi nga nahiya naman ako sabihin for all of us because I'm kind of sorry, but it was lovely spending time with you, and our background is especially for you, refreshing, and always ready with a smile and always ready to sort of pick us up at any point in our life. So Gabby, we wish you we want to be the first to wish you a Merry Christmas. Malapit na rin yan, and we look forward to seeing more of Gabby in the new year. Take care. Bye.
Thank you so much.
And that's it for the T-Zone. Thank you once again to the lovely Gabi Garcia, and of course our friends from GMA Artist Center and Corporate Communications. Please stand by for CSI Exchange. We're back with CSI Exchange, so let's get all the girls back together, starting off with Iza, Tina, and Nika. Hi, girls!
Hello po.
Hi! Nakamute na naman kayo. It's so nice to see everybody again, of course, and it's time to make chika. In English, to make exchange. Parang mali, no? Pero ituloy na lang din natin anyway ang ating translation. At ito ang question natin for you today. Of course, picking up from our great interview with Gabi Garcia, who do you think, girls, among the couples who are in showbiz today are succeeding, no? Like Gabby and Khalil in being able to establish their own identities and their own careers despite their relationship. Mauna ka na, Tina Pai.
Hello po. For me po, yung sa report ni Iza Pai kanina, si Marian and Dingdong, na kahit hindi sila magkasama palagi sa project, na-establish nila yung kanilang mga sariling careers, kahit mag-iba-iba sila ng kapartners.
Oo nga. Siguro kasi before they got married, before they got together, parang Dingdong Dantes na yan and Marian Rivera na yan, di ba? So, hindi na sila nahirapan kumbaga to get out of that love team. Kasi na sila major love team kasi medyo mas matanda na sila when they got together. Yung mga nagiging love team, yung mga teenagers and people in their early 20s. So, ikaw, Iza Pai, sino naman sa tingin mo? Kasi kinuha na ni Tina Pai ang ni-report mo kanina. So, sino naman for you continue to establish their own careers in show business despite being together?
Sa akin naman po si Arjo Atayde and si May Mendoza. Kasi si Arjo po, medyo kilala po siya for his dramatic roles eh. Si May naman po, mas nakilala siya dahil nga po sa Itbulaga, yung hosting skills niya, and yung medyo quirky roles niya pagdating sa mga pelikula and sa TV shows. So yun po, si Arjo and si May.
Good choice. Parang lately, Arjo had a birthday, diba? And talagang nakita natin na of course, just held a little get-together at his house. Puro mga Atayde lang doon. Of course, led by Art and Sylvia Sanchez Atayde. Pero nandun si Maine, diba? Which is really, really great, diba? Parang hindi na nila tinatago yung kanilang relationship. Whereas before, medyo awkward pa kasi syempre, nadi-disappoint ang mga Maine Alden. Yun ang nahirapan sila to establish their own careers, no? At hindi naman kasi talaga sila naging together. Meron lang talagang not meant to be. So, good choice, Iza Pai. Agree ako dyan, Arjo and Maine. And Last but not the least, Nika Pai.
Ay po, so yung naisip ko po is yung isa sa mga sikat na family, si Richard Gutierrez and Sara Labati, na like si Marian and Ding Dong, super hindi naman po sila naging love team and medyo late na sila in their careers na maging sila. So para nakakatuwa lang makita yung family nila online, but also sana one day baka magka-project naman na si Richard Gutierrez and si Sarah. Kasi parang never pa ata.
Oo, parang puro pictorial lang, if anything, di ba? Oo nga no? That's true. Hindi ko talaga maalala rin when Richard was still with GMA Network kung nagkaroon sila ng show ni Sarah. Nagkaroon ba? Kasi kailan sila nag-meet at naging... We have to do our research, girls.
Yeah.
Diba?
Parang meron po silang teleserye na nagkasama sila. Parang naging leading lady po ata.
Oo. At doon siguro sila nag-meet and nag-fall in love. Pero oo nga, pag sinabi mong Richard Gutierrez lang. And we don't mean anything negative by that. Diba? Talagang he's an established actor on his own and his wife, Sarah Labati. Mas pa nga mo kinoconnect si Sarah. Siguro no kay Richard kasi she took some time off show business, but a beautiful couple. And oo, pero sana nga totoo yan ni Kapay, sana makita rin natin sila together at someday, 'di ba? Sila nga yung unang-unang couple na well, at least prominent couple, showbiz couple whose wedding was actually affected no by the whole COVID pandemic. Right smack in the beginning in March. Nakarating natin mga bisita nila from all over the world here, but you know, they really couldn't have the dream wedding that they wanted. Parang dapat yata yun wedding of the year. Pero hindi na tuloy, but still, they had a simple and beautiful wedding nonetheless. And making a beautiful family. Hindi, how many kids na? 2 kids na. Beautiful family na. And making more. Tama yan. So, pwede. So, ang answer, pwede naman talaga to have a relationship in show business and succeed in carving an identity and a career para sa isa't isa. Which is mas maganda. Kasi kung hindi, doon nagsisimula yung selosan, awayan, inggitan, and all that. Which probably happened earlier no in show business, mga back in the 80s siguro, marami talagang mga naging sila tapos naghiwalay no, pero isa pang great example makadagdag lang si Sarah Geronimo at saka si Matteo Gudicelli. Diba, there was a time na everybody was like trying to say na parang hindi sila getting along because you know, one's a superstar, the other one is not as popular, pero you know, they defied the odds and they're now happily married, diba? So magandang examples ang new generation natin that you can succeed in showbiz. Kaya kayong mga girls na may mga significant others, I'm sure magsasucceed din kayo. Kung gusto nyo batiin ang significant others ninyo, batiin nyo naman sila at matagal nang hindi nyo nababate. Isang kaway lang ganun. May kapay, may kinawayan ka. That's it for CSI Exchange, girls. Say bye-bye to our viewers and we'll see them next week, right?
Yes, bye CSIers.
Bye. See you
Bye,
next
girls.
week.
See you next week. And there you have CSI Exchange for this episode. We're taking our final break and we'll be right back. And that's it for this episode of the Manila Times CSI Celebrity Style Inspiration. Thank you very much to Christina, Isa, Nika, and Neil for getting another Season 3 episode ready for you. Special shout-outs to our very interactive CSIers. One for Gablil, Elise, Gabby Fied Rizal, Glamorous Gabby, Hazel Andaluso, and Jenny Santa Cruz of Makeup Reborn. Thank you so much for your support, and we do hope you keep them coming. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on our social media accounts and become part of our fast-growing The Manila Times digital family. See you next Thursday, CSIers. Salamat and bye! Hi CSIers! don't forget to subscribe and follow us for more episodes of the Manila Times CSI. See you!